What's up, everybody? Welcome to another recap of the 2022 NFL season. It's week 15, getting this video out a little bit later than I would have wanted to. But, the week leading up to Christmas, you think everything's going to be smooth at work. Nope, just shit bombs dropping left and right. Anyone else dealing with that? Just me? Okay, I'll suffer in silence then. What a week it was in the NFL. I know we've kind of gotten past the lore. Week 16 kicks off tonight, but I gotta get the video out. Week 15, baby. Three teams coming back from 17 down. We had teams clinching playoff berths, teams winning division titles. I mean, we're getting into the good stuff here at the end of the season. I mean, it's good. Let's get into it. Thursday night's matchup between the 49ers and the Seahawks. Seahawks are trending in the wrong direction. They looks like they could be contenders for this the NFC West, but now they're holding on to a playoff wild card spot, and doesn't look good. Geno Smith was voted to the Pro Bowl. Congrats to him, but you got to win the games, unfortunately. So see how they do. But the other side of the ball, the 49ers, Brock Purdy for president, man. He's dealing with injuries, ribs, oblique, just having the biggest Johnson. I mean, whatever this guy is dealing with, he puts up with it. He deals with it. He's out there slinging it. And when you have George Kittle, who hit for 2 TDs, you got C-Mac who rushes for another TD. I mean, the world is your oyster. And congratulations to the San Francisco 49ers. They are the 2022 NFC West Division champs. This team's scary. I would not want to play this team in the playoffs. Eagles, might you shaking in your boots a little bit? I would. Congrats to the 49ers. They get the victory over the Seahawks, 21-13. We go to do our first round of Saturday games for this NFL season. We got to start with the greatest comeback in NFL history. I mean, there's no ends, ifs, or buts. I didn't even write down any stats. I mean, it's just the Colts choked. I mean, they're down bad. I mean, you're up 33-0 and you blow the game. Jeff Saturday's not working out. Nope, you got to hire an actual coach. You can't just pluck them from ESPN and drop them in and everything's going to be all fine. Nope. And hats off to the Vikings. Kirk Cousins, 1 p.m. Saturday. Kirk getting some noise here, being the victor of the greatest comeback. I mean, and who's the losing quarterback? Who's that? Matt Ryan? Ooh, not a good look. Loser of the greatest comeback in NFL history and the loser of the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history. That's what you're going to be remembered as. That's your legacy. Who cares that you have an MVP? Who cares that you threw for all these yards and you led the Falcons to the Super Bowl? No, that doesn't matter. You lost to the biggest games. I mean, this game wasn't the biggest. You lost the Super Bowl, but this game you're up 33-0. You got to win. You're just down bad. Congrats to the Vikings. Greatest comeback in NFL history, and who knows if we'll ever see anything like it. I mean, the last comeback was, I think, in the 90s. Another 30 years coming. Vikings, they get that sweet dub over the Colts, 39-36 in overtime. Next we go to the Ravens and the Browns. Ravens are in trouble. They need Lamar Jackson to come back. It's clear as day. They're slipping in the division. They are now in a wild card spot. Still looking good, but they got to get a couple wins here in their last couple games. They play the Bengals last week of the season. That could decide the AFC North. And that's just it. I mean, Anthony Brown, Tyler Huntley, I don't know who's playing quarterback, but you got to do better. Maybe get Baker for a week and he'll give you a victory with all the Mayfield magic that he's doing, but not looking good for the Ravens. Browns, on the other hand, good win. Good win, always over a division opponent. Offense didn't look that great. Nick Chubb barely got me any fantasy points. Sean Watson hasn't looked good. Maybe we just sit him down. I don't know what's going on with him. I mean, everyone's looking for next year. That's fine. But you want to show some progress through the end of the season, I would think. But we'll see. Still, we got 3 weeks. 3 weeks left. Anyways, Browns, they get the victory over the Ravens, 16-3. Next we go the Dolphins and the Bills. Classic AFC East matchup. This one had offense. Jalen Waddle, Josh Allen, Tua, big names making big plays. And at the end of the day, when you have Josh Allen, that guy, I mean, 4 tutties, led him on a 15-play drive, got him in field goal range. Tyler Bassett's an easy 25-yard field goal for the win. Easy money all day, every day. Bills regaining that momentum, still the number 1 seed in the AFC. This is when you want to come on and finish strong. Dolphins still in contention for a wild card, but it's good for the offense. Defense got to play better, but Bills hitting their stride right now, and that's scary. They get the victory over the Dolphins, 32-29. Congrats to the Bills. They clinched a playoff spot. They're getting close to that division title too. We go to Sunday's matchups. We start with the Eagles and the Bears. Bad news for Eagles. Jalen Hurts injured in this game, and he's already been determined that he will not start. Gardner Minshew, America's QB, will be starting. And I mean, Jalen did his thing. Three rushing touchdowns. They just beat the Bears. That's it. I mean, the Bears, they know Justin Fields is the guy. Jalen Hurts is just an even better Justin Fields, unfortunately. And Eagles still in first place. Even let's see how Minshew does against the Cowboys on Christmas Eve, but they get the victory over the Bears, 25-20. Next we go to the Falcons and the Saints. Desmond Ridder, former QB at Cincinnati, got the start. He did average, not that great, and going through 2 TDs. That's literally all I had written down. Not much really going on with this game. Saints, they just scored more points than the Falcons. That's what I'm going to jostle it up as. Saints, victory over the Falcons. They win 21-18. Next we go to the Lions and the Jets. The Lions, 6 of 7. Winners of 6 of their last 7 games. Only a couple games out of a wild card berth. I'm telling you, if they make the playoffs, Dan Campbell, Coach of the Year. I said it last week. I'm saying it again. They're playing good. They have reasonable games that they can win. I would not be shocked if they went 10-7. More likely 9-8, but that could get you in. You might have to win out, but we'll see. Lions, man, I'm pulling for you. I think I'm low-key a Lions fan now. Sorry, Patriots, but not doing it. Jets, on the other hand, Zach Wilson got the start again after Mike White could not go through. He played okay. Had some moments where you're like, oh, fuck, like Zach Wilson, god damn. But, you know, he did. Kept his team in it, and that's really all you ask. And unfortunately, the Lions just made one more play when Jared Goff found Brock Wright for a 51-yard TD for go-ahead score with just over 2 minutes left to play. That was a deciding factor. And Jets are still holding on to for wild card, but it's not looking good. Lions, let's go, baby. Run the table. They get the victory over the Jets, 20-17. Next we go to the Steelers and the Panthers. This is just a matter of the Steelers doing what they do best. They run the ball, play a good team defense, sacked Sam Darnold 4 times, and you just end up scoring more points than the other team. Panthers not playing well in this game. I mean, they had been playing well, but I think this is, Panthers feel like they could beat a team like the Steelers, and just wasn't happening. So Steelers, they get the victory over the Panthers, 24-16. Next we go to the Cowboys and the Jags. Holla, holla, we them boy. Oh, shit. They lost? God damn. Cowboys, yikes. Here's a thought. Everyone's like, okay, you guys played the Texans close last week, and everyone's like, all right, we needed that game. We're going to right the ship. Dak's going to go off. And then you go to Duval, which apparently now is a tough place to win, and you allowed the Jags to drop 40 on your ass? Yikes. I mean, offense put up their points, don't get me wrong. But the defense, you allowed Trevor Lawrence to throw 4 tutties. mean, guy looking like Thor and throwing 4 tutties. I mean, God, that's a recipe for success all day long. And then you allow them to go down the field, kick a field goal to tie it up, send it to overtime, and I would say that Dak's pick six to end the game was more on the receiver than him, but it's the way the cookie crumbles. Unfortunately, Dallas somehow clinched a playoff berth, even though they lost. But I would think they would have wanted this game. Jags, they get the surprise overtime victory over the Cowboys. And this was another one. Jags were down 17, which makes it even worse. Yikes. Like I said, Jags, they get to come from behind victory, big victory over the Cowboys, 40-34 in overtime. Next we go to the Chiefs and the Texans. Texans playing teams tough. I mean, this was close, but this is just a matter of Patrick Mahomes. When you have Mahomes, anything's possible. This game went into overtime somehow. But, I mean, the Chiefs, I don't think they were really scared. But, hey, I mean, this was their game where it's like, hey, we got to wake up. Texans showed us that, hey, we're weak in some areas. We got to get stronger before the playoffs. And they get the victory over the Texans in overtime, 30-24. They are your 2022 AFC West champs. Not really. I think most people picked the Chiefs to begin the season. I know the Broncos was the sexy pick, maybe even the Raiders. But a lot of people thought that it was going to be the Chiefs all along. So good for the Chiefs. We'll see them in the playoffs. Next we go to the Cardinals and the Broncos. I think we decided that the Broncos are better off without Russ. I mean, Brett Ripon got the start, scored 24 points, more than almost double their season average. So good for them. I mean, Broncos got a victory, and I mean the Cardinals, on the other hand, they found out that they're not as good without Kyler Murray. They actually need their starting quarterback, Coy. Just not a good quarterback overall. So Broncos, good victory. I mean, I don't know. Do your thing. Go off. Broncos, they get the victory over the Cardinals, 24-15. So we go to the Bengals and the Bucks. The last team that came back from 17 down, the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals are another team that are rounding into form at the right time. They can do things like this. I mean, like I said, they were down 17, and they just dropped 33 on the Bucks unanswered in the second half. Didn't allow the Bucks to score, I think, with like 2 minutes left. I mean, that's dominant. I mean, you got Joe Burr, Joe Ice, Joe Money, whatever you want to call him, playing good. Jamar Chase catching a tutty, doing his things. T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Joe Mixon. I mean, we know what this offense can do. And they're now in first place in the AFC North. And I think they're there to stay. I think they're going to close it out. They'll win the division, and another scary team in the playoffs. But hey, for now, they get to come from behind victory over the Bucks. 34-23. We go to Sunday's final game. Sunday, the 4 o'clock game, between the Patriots and the Raiders. All I want to say about this game is, I didn't watch it and was like, what the fuck, screaming at the TV like maybe I would have in the past. I just looked at my TV, nodded my head like this, and said that someone in the organization is betting on the games. There's no other way that we threw that game. You're telling me that it's tied up 24-all. We can easily just kneel down and go to overtime and have a better shot, and instead you have Ramondre Stevenson pitching it to Jacoby Myers, which is okay, like sure, like maybe he can gain some extra, I don't know, make something. But you're going to throw it backwards 20 yards? What are you doing exactly? Your ass is about to be working at a freaking McDonald's after Bill light your ass up. I mean, is Jacoby still alive? Did Bill? I'm hoping Bill didn't shank him on the flight home. God damn. What a shitty way to lose. I mean, of course, like we had the Miami Miracle. I think it was 2018. Of course, we went on to the Super Bowl, but and now we have the Las Vegas Lateral. Just like Matt Ryan will always have those losses. Patriots will always be, and luckily we've won Super Bowls, so everyone will be like, oh, okay, like 2 shitty losses, but we got 6 Super Bowls, so. But still, what a shitty way to lose. Raiders over the Patriots, 30-24. We go to Sunday night's matchup between the Commanders and the Giants. Good victory for the Giants. They stay in playoff contention. Taylor Heinicke showed us that this is the QB that he should really be. And this is what the offense should look like with him as the QB. Not that Daniel Jones was sexy in his own right, but when you have a guy like Saquon, he does his thing. And Giants, they could sneak into the playoffs. I think they might. We'll see. But looking good, and this victory definitely helps them. Giants over the Commanders, 20-12. Finally, we go to Monday night's matchup between the Rams and the Packers. No Mayfield magic this time around. You would think that he had more time with the offense, but clearly Baker just needs to he just needs to bounce around from team to team. That's when he does well. When fire the seat of the pants, and he just adrenaline's kicking. He's like, oh my god, I only know 10 plays. No, you give him a week and a half, 2 weeks to learn the offense. He's just like, oh shit, can we go back to how it was before? It's probably going to be the starter the rest of the way. So, I mean, the Rams are already eliminated, so it doesn't really matter. But Packers, on the other hand, they're still hanging on by a thread. Aaron Rodgers, I don't know, still, maybe he'll run the table. Time will tell. But Packers, they get the Monday night victory over the Rams, 24-12. I want to pour one out for the following teams: Texans, Broncos, Rams, Bears, and Cardinals. Your teams have officially been eliminated from playoff contention. You can just start drinking, just say, fuck it. Next year. Texans, you're going to get Bryce Young. Broncos, probably going to get a new coach. Rams, who knows what's up with Matthew Stafford. Aaron Donald, probably going to retire now. I don't know why he came back. Bears, they just got to surround Justin Fields. That's easy. I mean, he's the guy. Cardinals, I think Cliff Kingsbury's getting fired, and I think that Kyler contract's not looking good. I don't think he's a long-term quarterback in this league. There, I said it. Anyways, that wraps up Week 15. We got 3 weeks left in the season. Still good amount of divisions, playoff berths to be clinched. Christmas is coming up. I hope y'all were on the nice list this year. You get everything that you want from Santa. Hopefully take some time off, enjoy it with your families, rest up, recuperate, enjoy these last 3 weeks of football. Hopefully you do well in your fantasy playoffs. You did well. If you finish in last place, you have a terrible, what's the word I look for? Terrible thing that you got to do to show that you're a loser of fantasy. Good luck to you. But as always, stay safe. Happy holidays. See you at Week 16.